Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nancy Deardorff, and I'm with Helping Seniors of Brevard. We are a nonprofit, grassroots, homegrown Brevard County nonprofit. And as our name implies, Helping Seniors of Brevard, we exist solely for the purposes of helping seniors, not only in Brevard, but beyond. I myself, I'm the operations director with Helping Seniors of Brevard. I prefer to refer to myself as a senior care navigator. And I've been involved with Helping Seniors since its inception in 2011. We were founded in 2011 by Captain Joe Steckler, retired from the Navy, who developed and founded Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation, many of you may hopefully are familiar with, and Joe's Clubs, his namesake. I met Joe way back in the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation days. And in 2011, probably more like 2010, he decided he wanted to branch off. The Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation is successful. It's still a vital, vital resource in our community. But he knew that there was more seniors that needed help other than just dementia, Alzheimer's, and related diseases. So he went on to found Helping Seniors of Brevard. There was just a few of us when we started in 2011, and I've been aboard for the last 10 years of our 11-year operation as a volunteer board member. In November, I was blessed enough to be approached by our executive director, Carrie Fink, and Joe to come aboard in a paid position as operations director. And it just seemed like a perfect fit for me. Because I've been long passionate. I have a background as a registered nurse. I've worked the hospital, skilled nursing facilities, never worked assisted living, but have been certainly exposed to them. And the majority of my career was spent in home health. And although I'm not a social worker or a certified case manager, my background as a registered nurse made this role a good fit for me. And I'm at a place in life where I really wanted to do something where I felt personally satisfied by making an impact for seniors especially. My nursing career was spent in geriatrics. So I had to step down as a volunteer board member in November, excuse me, obviously to not have a conflict of interest, and became operations director in November. And I have absolutely no regrets. We are a tiny little nonprofit. I certainly didn't get into this for the money, that's for sure, Carrie, right? So what do we do? What is Helping Seniors of Brevard? We've had that question for the last 11 years. What exactly do you do? So Helping Seniors of Brevard, what we do is we provide information, education, resources, and referrals to seniors and many times their families to lead them to the resources and services that they need to improve their quality of lives. We also advocate for seniors. We are involved in the community. That's part of why we're here. And the key to our success is all of you in this room and all of our network of providers that are trusted, senior-friendly businesses and organizations that seek to improve the lives of seniors and do it honestly. So how do we do this? How do we educate, inform, advocate? How do we get the word out? There's several ways. Probably one of the most prominent ways we do it that people know of is our senior information line, which is 321-473-7770. That is a free service for seniors and their families, and we answer the phone Monday through Friday. Outside of business hours, it will go to voicemail, but every single caller gets a call back. And that is how we provide information, education, and resources. What do we provide information and education on? You name it. Anything from legal resources, financial resources, health and health-related resources, and household resources. I get calls for people needing a trusted elder care attorney to plan their estate. I get calls for people who are very confused, particularly come open enrollment, for what Medicare plan to choose, and they want a trusted company to guide them through that. I get calls for financial resources, financial planning. I get calls regarding assisted living. Interested in assisted living for my mother, don't know where to go. They prefer not to call a place for mom or one of those places that tend to barrage them with information and, quite frankly, in the opinion of some of my callers, corner them into assisted living that may not be ideal simply because they want to close that deal with the assisted living. And I can provide them guidance on that. We get calls for I need home health care. And we get calls for things like I need my house pressure washed and I just need a trusted person, handyman, that's a big one, that won't rip me off and that will show up. So you name it, there is no issue that we get a call about that is too large or too small. And then we connect those folks to good folks like you. Also free services. Sadly, my number one call of recent is seniors at risk of homelessness or homeless. Had 3 homeless seniors call just yesterday. Literally homeless. One of them who doesn't even have a vehicle to sleep in. So I do have resources. There's no quick answer for serious issues like that, but I do have resources, and we've had good success in connecting those folks with resources and getting them temporary shelter and on their way to permanent housing. That is one of the major things we offer, and it's a free call, no obligation. And I loved what you said earlier about how do you know what you don't know? You don't know. I've had callers calling saying, I don't even know why I'm calling. And I try to empathize. Sometimes they just want someone on the other end of that phone. And through talking with them and getting to know them, I can sort of start to figure out, oh, it sounds like you might need X, Y, Z, or this. Let me connect you. Many folks have said, oh, you're like 211 Brevard. No. Although I'm not a certified case manager or social worker, we take our experience collectively with Carrie Fink, with Joe Steckler, and we not only provide those resources, but I follow up with those callers. So I will follow up periodically depending on the issue. Some callers don't need a call back, and I will check with them, sometimes weekly, sometimes once a month, and I always find out, did the resources I provide you get you the help you need? And if you have a bad experience or no one answers the phone or calls you back of the resources I give you, I want to know about that because they shouldn't be in the network. I don't give phone numbers for the sake of giving phone numbers and somebody running into a dead end. We also have a monthly newsletter that's published in Senior Scene magazine, the center section, and it's chock full of a letter from our president and founder, Joe Steckler, always an article, introduction or update by our executive director, Carrie Fink, and a ongoing article series from myself called Have You Thought About This? To get seniors to think. We have articles submitted by good folks like you that are all professionals in their field designed to educate seniors and their families. And we also have a business directory listing in there, so seniors know that the businesses that are listed in our directory are trusted senior businesses. We also have a media that's part of media outreach. And by the way, Senior Scene is a great magazine. If you're interested, we're 100% dependent on private donors and sponsorships, corporate and business sponsorships. If you are interested, I can be reached. I have a card. I can be reached at our senior information line, and I can give you more information on that because we are dependent on the community and folks like you to survive so that we can continue our mission to help seniors. And Senior Scene alone is located at 500, it's distributed at 500 locations throughout Brevard County, stem to stern, and it has the estimated in-print readership of 30,000 monthly. And that's not counting the online readership. We have Helping Seniors TV, which is presented 5 times a day? 3 times a day, 5 days a week on Space Coast Government Television with guest speakers like yourselves that are experts in their field, and Helping Seniors Radio, which is a live radio program every Wednesday, 12 to 1 p.m., WJEF 90.3 FM. And Carrie hosts that. So these are all the different ways we try to educate our seniors. And just to conclude, our theme for this year is getting your ducks in a row and developing your own aging plan. So we're trying to urge seniors to start thinking about developing their own aging plan for things that inevitably will happen, that life brings our way as we age, or hopefully you hope doesn't happen but may. It's very much like a hurricane plan, which we in Florida are very good at every year. But we want to make sure that seniors develop an aging plan. What do I do if my spouse passes away and they took care of all the bills and everything and I know nothing? What do I do with this large house? You name it. Looking at legal financial household. How do I adapt my home to be more safe? Do I want to live at home? Do I want to consider assisted living? So that's our major theme for this year, so that, again, our sole mission is to help seniors live a better quality of life, and that's why we exist. So we appreciate your support. Tell everybody you know about Helping Seniors, and we try to connect them to good folks like yourself. Thank you.